Yeah, we're in Chinatown in Kilimani, and I'm here with a very very interesting couple. They have a channel called US Meets Kenya. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves, starting with the lady first.
Hey guys, I'm Faith from Kenya.
Okay.
And I'm Keith from USA.
Yeah, and this is our baby. She's
Serenity.
called Serenity.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's adorable. Okay, so, bro, where are you from in the States?
So I'm originally from Michigan, from Detroit, Michigan.
You from the D. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we out here.
Hey yo, black men, what's happening, man? Peace. Yo, what you guys just watched? Yo, that's foul. That's foul, black men. That's foul. You feel me? And in that first clip, that's the reality. That's the reality. Yo, let's keep it a stack right now. If you dudes really want to go, get your passport and make some moves overseas, first of all, man, again, being prepared, over prepared actually, is a better thing because a lot of you brothers, man, listen, first of all, you don't brush up on the culture, you don't learn the language, you just go over there with your passport, your US currency, and I'm telling you guys, yo, I already told you dudes, you would call me a tether, but take it from a tether, right? When you guys go overseas, these women know what you're not getting in the States because who's telling them? The same ones you guys are trying to get away from, they're telling them the same things. But see, here's the difference. There's a language barrier. Yeah, they got Google Translate, but in these other languages, everything doesn't translate the same way. You feel me? So the same way how in America sarcasm exists, that doesn't translate the same way in these other languages. Now, mind you, as a woman learns English, then she constantly, she'll adapt more of what the concept is, and let alone if you bring her back to the States. But see, here's the reason why brothers who travel, right, tend to skip over Africa, because let's keep it a stat. As an American, you have the USD, right? A powerful currency. And if you take that pretty much anywhere outside of Europe, or I would at least say Eastern Europe, because you can maybe work something over there. But anyways, outside of Europe, you take your money anywhere, you know what I mean? And you're going to be able to get a bang for your buck, right? Real estate is good. Healthcare is good. I mean, you can afford the best of it, right? Real estate good. Healthcare is good. Organic food. I mean, you know what I mean? What else are you missing? What else are you missing? Again, your dollar goes far. You're living in the best neighborhoods. You feel me? You're eating the highest quality of organic food. You have access to the best healthcare system. If you need lawyers, you have access to the best lawyers in the country. Why? Because your dollar is strong. So if you can get all of this with your money, right? The things that, America makes it so hard to obtain, what's left? What's left for you to get, black man? Let's keep it a stack. In that first clip, again, one thing I'm not doing, I'm not attacking looks, but let's keep it a stack. You dudes, when you travel over there, they're fooling you with this look right here. You feel me? See, let me get back to the language part, and I'm gonna get back to the actual video. In those parts of Africa where they can actually speak English, they already understand. You feel me? They already understand. They already have the mindset. They share the same methods. They share the same tactics. Only thing over there, when you go over there, black men, what you're getting is an accent and a far less fatter people. Just keep it a stack. Again, I already understand, black man, you love black women. As a black man, when you look at a black woman, listen, it does something to you. We all get that, right? But you're getting the same attitude. And that's what I'm talking about. Through the language, that attitude is transferred. The mindset is transferred. Those chicks that can't speak English, unless she goes to an English-speaking country, you feel me? She can't fully adapt it. You feel me? So, again, in the States, you brothers were able to accept 100% of the disrespect. You feel me? You brought your standards down so low. Again, this is how it starts. You start working your way down from a 10 to a 9. And I'm going to get back to the video, trust me. You start working from a 10 to a 9 to an 8 to a 7 to a 6 to a 5 to a 4 to a 3. And listen, you just keep dropping your standards and the attitude is still there. The attitude is still there. So you might as well go somewhere else where, listen, even if a chick tries to act westernized, you know for a fact, because she can't speak English, because she's not going to America, listen, and because their dollar is weak, and I'm not trying to make it sound like some colonizer stuff, but again, you can get a better deal. You know what I mean? So then, look at this brother right here. Look at the picture. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, look at the clip, right? Look at the weave, bro. You guys understand, Kenya is far. Kenya is far. You're paying minimum. Again, maybe depending on the time of the year and how advanced you book the ticket, you can get it for around $1,500 maybe. Kenya is far. Upwards to about $1,800 to $2,000. Listen, and that's a direct flight. So I'm not sure if the brother, if he spent time in Kenya, which he probably did to have the kid. So again, I think he had the kid first, because in that video clip, when he was being interviewed, they were in Africa with the kid. So obviously the kid was born in Africa, and then he brought the woman back to the States. All just to leave him, listen, within 12 months, to leave him. Yo, she left you for Zaddy. It's crazy, black men. It's crazy. And again, the pro-black simps, the pro-wax simps. This is what I be talking about. I've been trying to make content helping the simps lately, but it's laughable. It's laughable what guys really fall for. And this is what I'm saying. You can't even feel bad for the simp. In 2025, come on. I think the dude said he was 35 years old. Come on, bro. You close enough to my generation to understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Come on, black man. Out bad. And see, let's keep it a stack. I've been talking about this, right? First of all, you brothers need discipline. When you go overseas, right? When you go overseas, what you need is discipline. What you need is discipline. All these chicks are doing is just giving you more box than what you was getting probably back in the States. Again, take it from a tether, bro. These chicks already know. Not only, because mind you, every bad part of the African American culture is broadcasted worldwide. You feel me? So yes, there are some good ones out there. But are you guys getting that? And again, when you guys go overseas, they know that you're running from the ones that they see on TV. And you're running from the ones that they see on TV because why? You're not getting the good ones. So again, all she did was just run the game. Them African chicks run game better than the ABW. You feel me? Like I said, what you're getting is obviously what? The same melanin, definitely not the same mindset because they don't really look at you like brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Again, am I generalizing? Are there a few? If you guys want to play the numbers game, that's on you. That's what I'm saying. Guys don't want to accept the fact that when you look at the numbers, when you look at what you're trying to achieve, I'm like, dude, it gets worse and worse, man. And again, the picture of her with the Brad, that shout out to AC, man. The Brad worship. It's sick, dude. It's really sick. How can brothers fall for that? Again, you in Africa, she's natural with the kid. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just goes to show, listen, even when you bring them over here, they still adapt that same mindset. They still adjust to that same culture. So what, you destroyed your family for Brad? That's insane. That might be that's nasty work. You destroyed your family for the Brad. You feel me? You destroyed your family for Zaddy. It's crazy. Black men. See, and what's crazy is because, I know Trump, I think he put some laws in to where, children that were born on the U.S. soil, I guess in almost couple past months, it's not technically considered to be a U.S. citizen. But I did read somewhere that if you have a child with a woman who's not, of a U.S. background or a U.S. citizenship, you can still apply for the child citizenship because you're the father. You know what I'm saying, and you have the citizenship. So I'm not sure how that process might actually work on the inside and how long it might take. But again, if that's what you guys really want to do, then again, I get it because you bring your kid to America. And you got the opportunities and everything. But see, what you guys don't understand, when you bring them back to America, and again, it's funny how, and this is not a diss, but, a lot of Black Americans, you were born in this country, you were raised in this country, but yet you still don't know everything about the country. You feel me? And a lot of brothers, this is what I was talking about earlier, where you're underprepared. You're not brushing up on the knowledge of your own country. You're not learning about the culture of the country you're going to and learning the language. Again, learning the language, you dudes be trying to make something Shake speaking like a first grader. Come on, son. Let's keep it a stack. Even in America, growing up, by the time you hit 8th grade, you can have full-blown conversations with people. You feel me? You might not have the biggest vocabulary at 13, but you can at least hold a good conversation. And even in America, by 15, the average 15-year-old in America, I mean, I read something recently that said 54% of Americans are illiterate, which is crazy. But by 15, you're supposed to have a vocabulary of about 10,000. You feel me? Now, again, of course, you're a native level speaker, so that's different. But if you learn a language, dude, your goal should be at least about, if you want to, I say achieve higher, dude. You should aim for anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000 words. That's going to take you some time. You know what I mean? But again, speaking like a first grader, you can't express yourself. You can't explain nothing. It's like talking to a child. That's what I'm talking about. So they already know what you got, a pocket full of money. You got your U.S. passport. You desperate for this box. And all the shorty got to do is just behave better than what you getting. Come on, dude. And you ready to take them back to the States. It's an easy finesse, dude. I'm telling you, if you're going to really go overseas and look for some chicks, dude, what you need to do is look for females who have an education. See, when it comes to education, right, and I mentioned this in a video a long time ago, listen, you have to have an education to leave these countries legitimately. I talked about it before a while ago, but listen, when it comes to these countries, people need to have an education. Again, in a lot of societies, it's the same way like how it is in America. You have more women pursuing an education because it opens up opportunities for them. So if you're looking for females in these countries, look for the ones who have an education, because that's the only way they can legitimately leave the country without a man's help. You feel me? So at least if you do that, you can get something. You brothers are looking for females in the lower rungs of society. You feel me? And it's crazy because you have access to a higher tier when you go overseas. But brothers be limiting themselves because, again, that's why I talk about the discipline. You were so starved out in the States that you was willing to drop your standards so low. You feel me? So when you go overseas, you're not thinking with the right mindset, like, yo, I can do better. But I'm still thinking with that American mindset, brother. That's why I'm saying you need discipline. I've been talking about it. The only way for simps to break away and see black men, yo, listen, this is why I make content for 10%, because, yo, you was watching from the sidelines anyway. Listen, someone said, yo, you an incel. Listen, no one's an incel. Every dude is getting layups. It's just like no one's getting the real layups that they actually want. Most dudes are settling. And it's crazy for them to feel like they're settling. It's crazy. It is crazy. Let's keep it a stack. Most brothers are settling. This is why I'm saying 25%. Those dudes are winning. For the simps, listen, let them keep playing 10%. You good. I've been trying to wake up a few simps with these videos, but man, listen, they're not going to get it. And I got so far off topic, but I have to put out the information, man. Listen, what you guys don't understand is when you bring these chicks back to America, there's programs in place. You feel me? Where they can claim abuse. I think the woman claimed abuse, right? That's what I read, right? She claimed abuse. There's programs in place for that. So when you bring them back to the States and you're married to them, dude, come on. It's when you bring them back to the States, you bring them back to the same thing you're running away from. And again, you travel to the place where, again, look at the picture, bro. Look at her before and look at her after. That's what she was willing to make herself look like for him. So you guys are traveling over. Listen, you saw the weave. You saw the weave. If that's what you want your chicks to look like, if that's what you're willing to accept, why not just go to the place where they look like that? It's crazy. She was willing to make herself look like that for him. That's a whole new person. Bleached her skin, put the wig on. Crazy. It's nasty work. And that man paid $1,500 to $2,000 for that. That ticket wasn't cheap, and he bought that for what? Himself? Because again, for the man to have the baby in Africa, he stayed over there for a while. I believe when he brought her back to the States, she left within 12 months of being together. You feel me? So within the same year, he brought her back. You know what I'm saying? Depending if he brought her back at the top of the year or the end of the year, like I said. And within 12 months, you lost her, bro. You could have stayed in the States for that. You could have stayed in the States to get something that, you know what I mean, that still want to do that. You feel me? You could have stayed in the States for that. Yo, brother, come on, man. Again, this right here, like I said, it's really targeted for the simps, man. You simps got to wake up. Like I said, it starts with the discipline. That's how you break away from the plantation. You feel me? That's how you break away from the plantation. Without that discipline, you guys need the monk mode. Without the monk mode, let's keep it a stack. You're going to never get away from the plantation. But it's just nasty work, man. It's nasty work. And again, what's funny is on the continent, they're already doing the same thing to their men. It's funny how in a lot of these cultures, right, the women, they can't really, and especially outside of America. America is extreme. We understand that. But what I'm talking about when you go overseas, in these other places, right, in these other continents, the men have a standard. The women, they can't break that standard with the men. You feel me? Because the men are too stern. This is what I'm talking about, black men. You're too soft. You're too soft, bro. You gotta put your hoodie on. It's mellow hoodie season, man. Come on, stop playing. You feel me? Stop playing. You're too soft, man. You see how all these other men, listen, they're not accepting the trash can. And when I say the trash can, I'm not even talking about looks. I'm just talking about everything, like the whole package, dude. You dudes be getting finesse over the littlest things, and it's crazy. But yo, black men, time to time to put in the work, man. Listen, the way, listen, the way how she was sitting back flexing. You, hey, listen, she been watching too much TikTok, man, too much Instagram. You feel me? The lifestyle. You guys know when the chicks be posting the lifestyle stuff, man. She been watching too much of it. It's crazy. That clip, that's crazy, man. On the golf cart with the white man. Yo, it's crazy. That's nasty work, man. That's nasty work. That's hard to look at. But again, that's the mindset. You're running to the same. That's what I'm saying, dude. If they're gonna all listen, let's talk about something real quick, right? If the white worship is already everywhere and you guys want to go overseas, like I said before, if you're getting the same thing everywhere, you get in real estate, you can get like I said, if you can go anywhere around the world with your dollar and you can get good real estate, good healthcare, organic food, right? You're getting the definite lifestyle that you probably want to live depending on where you pick. Right? You're getting a lot of positives. Of course, it comes with some negatives, of course. But I'm pretty sure coming from America and you actually have your stuff together, right? Coming from America, the pros outweigh the cons, you know, maybe fivefold, tenfold, right? And if it comes to the games that women are gonna play, let's keep it a stack. We know it's gonna happen. As a man, you know it's gonna happen. You feel me? Is there really such thing as a perfect female? Doubtful. Doubtful. So when it comes to the games, when it comes to the finesse, when it comes to someone trying to run that passport green card game on you, black men, you're gonna let it happen from someone who's willing to transform herself to that's a different I gotta bring the picture back up. That's a different person. That is a different person. She was willing to transform herself to someone that looks completely different. Yo, black man, you might as well go somewhere else. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.